What's up, guys? Doing another Think, Learn, and Be Vulnerable vlog. And I wanted to talk today about euphemisms, Trump, and the emboldening of white supremacy. Um, so I think for a long time, at least in my lifetime, when we talked about the Civil War, usually people would say, okay, so the North were trying to keep the nation together, and the South was fighting for states' rights. I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess that is a thing that they were talking about, but pretty much they wanted to own slaves, and the North were like, nah, we don't want to do that no more. And then they're like, nah, we want to own slaves and we're going to succeed. And yeah, we kind of want to be racist. It's like, oh, we wanted to keep the Southern way of life, this genteel lifestyle. Like, no, you were profiting off the backs of unpaid and incredibly mistreated labor. You don't get to do that anymore. And so we had a civil war about it. I didn't know, or at least I didn't think that the cause of the Civil War was slavery until like a few years ago. Man, check my privilege, huh? But that's the thing. What did they say the causes of the Civil War really were? States' rights. Ah. Not slavery. States' rights. ... To own slaves. That's what they're trying to get you to see. States' rights was a euphemism for slavery. We're using it in place of slavery. But the whole point of that particular euphemism was to soften the blow, was to not make it seem so bad, was to distance ourselves from our racist history. But the thing is, white supremacy and white supremacists have been doing that for years, right? We're not pro-segregation. We're anti-desegregation. We believe that should be a state decision, not a federal decision. There goes that states' rights thing again. But really what you're saying is, we don't want black people in our towns. You know, oh, we want border security. No, what you really want is brown people not in our towns. You know, oh, we want stronger immigration policies. No, what you really want is you want to make it harder for brown people to get into America. You're just being racist. Oh, we're anti-busing. Like, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Separate but equal. No. It's a falsehood. It's absolutely a falsehood. You can't be separate and equal. Like the definitions of the word literally oppose each other. But that is the power of euphemisms. Right? Oh, we don't want to inflate the deficit. No, you don't want to give money to people that are starving and that are being ravaged by COVID. Especially people of color who are incredibly disproportionately affected by COVID. But the thing is, Trump put the fucking lie to you assholes. And you know how he did it? He stopped using the euphemisms. He stopped saying war on drugs, war on terror. You know, he stopped saying border security, and he just said Mexicans are rapists. and he just said black people are criminals. He took the labels off. He took the euphemisms off. He just said, I'm just going to straight up say it. And guess what that did? The people that felt like they had to use those euphemisms, the people that felt like they should, felt like they should stay silent because what they would say is going to be distasteful to the general population. Now, the president is not only saying what we think, but he's not even trying to code it. He's not even trying to veil it in different language, in more acceptable language, right? You know, he's not even he's not like liquid coating the pill. He's just throwing the pill at you. And that's where Trump is really, really scary, because that should have been political suicide. People should have said, no, you can't say that. We're going to vote against you. But they didn't. He won. And it just goes to show how deep the rot really is. Because he put it in your face. He straight up just said it. He didn't care what you think. He's not subtle at all. And he won. And and it was embraced. Yes, I realize, 4 years later he's failed, but look at all the damage he's done. And it emboldened white supremacists. Because now they don't have to hide anymore. They can just straight up say their stupid, crazy, dangerous stuff without, ensconcing it in like colorful language. They don't have to do that anymore. They can just straight up say it. The people will go for it. People will vote for it. And that's where we get people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert or whatever the fuck her name is. Crazy bitch. Is where we get people like that are trying to bring guns into Congress, that are just literally just trying to intimidate other people, that are not wearing masks so they can give COVID to, the other black and brown Congress people. Like, you have to be kidding me. And that is not the real danger, but it is a majorly underestimated danger of what Trump did, is because they don't have to pretend anymore. They can just come out and say it. And because they can just come out and say it, what used to be the fringe is now the mainstream. Republicans, you have no leg to stand on anymore. You can't sit here and say it's about these specific policies. Yeah. All of a sudden, we care about the deficit. We care about the debt. Oh, really? Yeah, no. We see the lies now. And you know why we see the lies now? Because Trump told the truth. And it was an ugly, gross, disgusting truth, but it was the truth. At least according to the white supremacists in power. And that's the problem. We didn't know how deep the rot went because of euphemistic language. But now we do. You can't hide anymore. You cannot support this ban. You cannot support this party. You cannot support these causes anymore without declaring, I am a white supremacist, because they've already shown their hand. It's very clear now. They've taken the labels off. They've taken the euphemisms off. You have no excuse anymore. And if you support these people, you are part of the problem. You need to get your fucking head checked, because this is bullshit. This will destroy the country. This is fascism. This is Nazism. Plain and simple. And I'm not the one saying it. They're the ones saying it. You took the labels off. You took the gloves off. You pulled the curtain away, and it turns out the wizard is a fucking Nazi. It's done. you support these people, you are a terrible person.